Hassanal Bolkiah, the king of Brunei, has the most expensive collection of cars in the world. The world of Sultan's car collection, which is between 4,000 and 7,000 cars, is thought to be close to $3 billion. But first, who is Hassanal Bolkiah? Hassanal Bolkiah is the second richest prince in the world after the king of Thailand, Wachiray Khan, who has a net worth of $35 billion. He is worth $10 billion in total. People think that he is worth about $20 million. Hassanal Bolkiah is one of the few absolute kings left in the world today. He is also the Prime Minister, Minister of Defense, Minister of Finance, and Head of Religion, in addition to being King of Brunei. He has a huge amount of money. Most of it comes from the growth of their oil and gas business and his love of cars. It looks like he has already added quite a bit of it to his collection. The 29th Sultan of Brunei has the largest private collection of cars anywhere in the world. People keep arguing about how much all of these cars are worth. Some say it's $3 billion, while others say it's $5 billion. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. He has more than 100 Rolls-Royces, more than 55 Mercedes-Benzes, and several Ferraris, as well as a number of ideal cars and cars you'd never heard of. People say that he has some of the oldest and most expensive cars in the world in his collection. Most of the information about the cars is kept secret. What little known about them comes from rumors, expert guesses, and a few stories from people who have seen them in action. There has never been a full list or record of all the cars in the collection, but we know about the most amazing and unusual ones, and those are the ones we are most interested in. Now, here's what we know. Documents show that he has spent a staggering $78 million on a coach-built Ferraris created by Italian designers and more than $475 million on a shopping spree that included Rolls-Royce cars. One of the things we bought was gold-plated silver spur car that cost $14 million. He asked that the car be made specially for his wedding day because it was such an important day. He also asked that the spur made of silver be made of pure gold. He also owns 10 McLaren F1s, which is a big number considering that only 106 of these cars have ever been made. This mid-engine sports car is one of the most unique cars in the world because there are so few of them on the market, one of the most expensive as well. He also bought 5 road cars and 3 F1 LMs, 1 F1 GT, and 1 F1 GTR. He also bought 3 of 6 F1 LMs that have ever been made, as if wasn't enough. He is interested in a lot of things, not just old cars. Also, the Sultan is interested in cars that makers don't plan to make, like the incredible Ferrari Mythos. The ideal car that the Pininfarina made was called the Mythos, and the company made it. It was made to look like the famous dream cars from the 1960s, but it also had a few modern touches. When it was first shown at the Tokyo Motor Show, car fans fell in love with it, which wasn't what anyone expected to happen. It was shown for the first time. The Mythos was never meant to be a mass-producer car, it was just a style experiment. Still, Shiro Kosaka and Sultan of Brunei, who are both big fans of Italian car makers, were able to buy it for a price that hasn't been made public. The engine in the Ferrari Mythos is in the middle and drives the back wheels. Its form was based on the Testarossa, which is why it looks like a wedge and has a big air vent in front of the back wheels. You won't be able to see this car anywhere but in private collections unless you go to Cambiano, Italy, where the show car is put on display for the public. On the other hand, the king has 2 of them. One is red and the other is turquoise, and both were made for him. Does it really surprise you that it is not the only car that was based on an idea in the collection? BMW Nazca. In addition to that, the king has a 1991 model year BMW Nazca M12 concept car. Fabrizio Giugiaro made it. He is 26 years old and is the son of the person who came up with an idea of Ital design. In fact, that was the first tournament ever. After seeing the M12 on the show at the Geneva Motor Show, the Sultan asked for one be made just for him. In the end, this led to the making of the Nazca C2, which was later shown at the Tokyo Motor Show. In the same year, the car's chassis and body frame were made of carbon fiber, and it also had some lighter parts. The whole inside of the vehicle was made of glass, and the dome-like shape of the vehicle let people see in every direction. The C2 weighs 220 pounds less than the M12 because it was made with a lot of carbon fiber. I should add that the Legend is not the only very rare Ferrari in his collection. Ferrari F40. Only 3 of the 11 original Ferrari F40s that he had made are still in use today. It's true that there are now 2 people in the world who have some of the Sultan's old car. The gray and yellow F40s were bought by John Collins, who worked for Telecrest and sold Ferraris. Senji Takei bought the third one, which had been owned by the 4 other people in 1996, making him the 5th person to own it. Before all of that happened, 10 of Sultan's Ferraris were given a number of changes that made them look better and run better. And 7 of them, the electronic control unit ECU was remapped and a tiltable steering wheel column was added. This made the power go from 426 pound-feet to 480 pound-feet. The price range for most F40s is between $400,000 and $700,000. But if you add the cost of repainting, customization, and other upgrades, a single car could easily cost more than $1 million. He even has some of the rarest Ferraris in the world, like the FXX, which was only made in 30 total units. It costs a total of $2.6 million, which doesn't include any specialty work that the Sultan asked for. Because it has 1,306 horsepower, a hybrid V12 engine that can be driven on the highway or play in a series. In fact, the owner kept having Ferrari take care of the car for the first few years he owned it. This beautiful machine made its debut at the Yas Marina circuit in Abu Dhabi. In 2014, it was added to the Client Test Driver program, which is a service offered by Ferraris in which the company stores the vehicle and transports it to the track events and races at the customer's request. Next, Bugatti. He has Bugattis in his collection, of course. In fact, he has a good number of them. But we're only interested in best ones, so when we say few, we might really mean to up 100. 4 of these cars were EB10SS models, and one of them was customized with Grigio Chiaro paint on the outside, beautiful blue leather on the inside, and emblems and plates made for just it. The inside of the other one is made of a Nero Incius leather and the outside is made of Neuro metal. The other one is made of Nerve metal on the outside. On top of that, it has a smelly tailpipe. The SS13 is the best of the group because it has custom finishes on both the inside and the outside and comes in a variety of colors. Next, Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royces are an important part of any expensive car collection, and King George VI has more than 500 of them. The Phantom 6S is the most important one because the royal family of the United Kingdom uses it. The Sultan would usually order 4 ghost winds that look like the Rolls-Royce clouds. The car was an updated version of the first Silver Cloud. Both the engine and the transmission had been changed in some way. Also, the trunk of the car was also changed so that it looked like the trunk of the Rolls-Royce Silver Sarah. Hassanal Bolkiah also has a personalized Bentley Dominator SUV, which is a very expensive brand. In 1996, the Sultan had a total of 6 of these built at a cost of about $4.6 million each. The cars are kept in a hangar that was made for airplanes, and there, a team of workers works on them all the time. Even if it's true that some cars are being left to rust and lose their value, I know a lot of people who would love to get their hands on any car the king doesn't want anymore. Some cars are supposedly being left to rust and lose their value according to rumors. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the following video.